Hey, what's up guys, Lux here bringing you a new video, and today we're going to be taking a look at LEGO set 21168, the Warp Forest in Minecraft here. Now, as I do with most LEGO Minecraft sets, obviously I recreate them to the best of my ability in the actual game, and that's what I did here, this time with the Warp Forest set, as I mentioned before. And given that this is one of the more colorful / newer sets to come out, the Nether update translated into LEGO, I was very curious to see how it would end up looking back translated into Minecraft. So yeah, without further ado, let's get into it. As always, we're first going to be taking a look at the minifigures. First figure we're going to show off in this set is the Huntress in here. In game, you can see that I try to recreate it to my best of my abilities. Luckily, Minecraft has, its own like custom skin feature in Bedrock Edition. So, this is as good as I could have made her. But anyways, looking at the figure, you can see that she's wearing some gold pants and holding an iron pickaxe. Similarly, in the game, I gave her the same equipment, and I think it translates pretty well, pretty accurate to what you would imagine a player in the game would actually be looking like, especially in another next to piglins. You're gonna want some gold gear on. So yeah, looks good in game, looks good obviously in the LEGO version, given that I translated that one to here. Happy to see how this turned out. Next up, we got the Piglet Figures. Now we got two variations here, one with a gold chest plate on, the other one with almost full gold on, minus the helmet, because they can't actually wear helmets given their mold. As you see in LEGO form, they got a more rectangular head than what you would typically see from the Minecraft figures, so they can't wear the normal helmets. And in game, they also have a wider head. You can see those pale white eyes with the floppy ears. I like how they translate that in LEGO as well. Honestly, the mold just came out perfectly, in my opinion, for the LEGO figures. So yeah, you're essentially looking in a mirror when it comes to the translation between LEGO Piglet figures to the actual piglins in games. So yeah, pretty nice to see them essentially very accurate to their in-game counterpart here. But something that is not very accurate would be the last figure or character that we're taking a look at. This is a mob brick build, and as you can see in LEGO, it is not looking too good. Well, first off, we're going to take a look at the in-game counterpart, what it's trying to represent. As you can see here, he's a lot more pink. It's a warhog. It's a hoglin to be precise. And obviously it's got the spikes in the back, which the LEGO figure does have, as we'll show in a second. It's got the tusks in the front, and obviously that bright pink body. And as you can see in LEGO's iteration, not very good. Not pink whatsoever. The tusks are also miscolored. Instead of being like a more tan coloring, it's instead just pure gray, which those pieces actually work pretty well if only they were the actual color. So yeah, it's a pretty disappointing part about this set. Honestly, one of the most disappointing parts, if not the only one. Even when the set got announced or first released, like that was the main complaint for people, and it still ends up being a complaint right now. LEGO really dropped the ball on this. I don't know what's up with them in creating these bigger brick build figures, just like the Ravager. They just can't get the color right. I don't know. But anyways, yeah, that's pretty much the hoglin here in LEGO. Not very accurate. I mean, looks wise, I guess, yeah, you can tell it's a hoglin, but in terms of the color choices that they used here, not very accurate. Not very accurate when it comes to that. But yeah, that's pretty much it for all the figures. Now let's take a look at the build. Now, starting off from the left, moving our way to the right, we can see the little bit of a warp forest here on the left side. The blue warp forest to be precise. And as you can see, if we take a closer look, there's a lot of the blue warped nether rack just spread about to obviously give off the vibe that, hey, you are in the blue warp forest. The logs here on the actual trees, they have a lot more texture, and you can see the type of glow that is given off in the actual LEGO set. Instead of obviously making it glow, because that would be very hard to do, understandably, they give it translucent purple pieces to be built with, and that actually works pretty well in my opinion. At least it gives off the feeling that it's kind of glowing, given that light shines through it. You can see a little bit of a texture change / lighting change when you look at it in certain angles. So I think LEGO did a good job in trying to represent that here without actually putting glow bricks, even though that would be great. It would probably be very, very hard to do and expensive in the long run. Moving to the top here, you can see just the build of the leaves, or as I would call them, of this blue warp tree. In the back, you can see the shroom light. Kind of looks like glowstone if it were a lot more textured, but obviously you can tell the difference here. These grow naturally in these trees, and they decide to include one in the set at the back of the tree, as you can see there. Moving over to the other tree, still looking at the back, we can see a TNT placed there. Now, that actually is there as a play feature in the actual set, which I will not show off. You can look at the review for that if you're interested at the end of the video. It will be linked, but yeah, that was placed here in the actual Lego Minecraft set, so I placed it here in the actual recreation of that. So trying to keep that accurate, obviously. Moving back over to the front, you can see we're moving more to the right. We can see the lava fall from the roof coming all the way down to this lava pool here. In the Lego build, it had a little bit of a, I want to say, hilly slash waterfall feel, and obviously I represent that here in Minecraft. You know, you can see a little bit of an environment holding in the lava from spreading out even more, just going straight into the lava pool in the bottom. I think it comes out pretty nicely here. If we take a look at the back, you can see that it's concealing some glowstone at the bottom, holding the lava in from two sides there. So yeah, that's how it's built in the set. That's how it's built here. Moving more to the right, we can see obviously the Piglet from before. He's actually has a few things behind him. These are the new mushrooms found in these warp biomes. Here we have the red ones, given that Lego chose to represent the red ones here with these pieces. I chose to put the red ones here as well, though I believe we would find the blue mushrooms instead of the red ones, but you know, the Lego builds are more red than blue, so I decided to put these ones here. Nothing too crazy, just a small little detail to point out. Moving all the way to the right, we can see a little bit of an extension towards the Soul Sand Valley, another biome added in the Nether update, similar to the Blue Warp Forest. We can see some fire burning here. Actually, it's burning on top of the Nether rack because the fire piece that they provide here, both on the right and the left side, are red instead of blue. Typically, when you would light a flame steel on top of some soul sand, at least in this new Soul Sand Valley, it would make it blue. But here in the set, it's red, so I made it red here. I overexplained, but it's red fire. That's all you need to know. All the way to the right, you can see the end of the set where we can see the fossil or bone block growing out of the Soul Sand Valley next to this Hogden right here. So yeah, similar to the set, you can see pretty accurate in my opinion. Obviously I try to make it as good as possible, and that's pretty much it for this set. Yeah, not too much to take a look at. Obviously the builds are always a fun time, always trying to decide what to use, how to build it, how to make it look the most accurate, and I think this one came out pretty well in my opinion. Obviously you guys can decide that for yourselves, but I'm happy with this. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. I think this was definitely one of the more fun sets to recreate, given the fact that there's a lot of color involved, and obviously the new wave of Minecraft sets that come out. So when I get to reviewing and building them, obviously I'm going to recreate them in Minecraft as well. So I'm going to look forward to that. Hopefully you guys do as well. Anyways guys, if you enjoy, you know what to do. Subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye. Just want to give a quick shout out to Mateo Hans, John Spriggs, and Obama for becoming tier 1 and tier 3 members. Appreciate it. Anyways guys, have a good rest of your day.